My neighbor Eyinna and her husband loved each other so much. They doted on each other and made marriage look so beautiful. Or so I thought. Until I realized that they fought as much as they loved, even more. They would fight in the house, fight in the church, fight in the market, fight in the car while driving, and even fight in the bedroom. As their neighbor, I had a front row seat to the events around them, and as the first hand witness, trust me when I say they can fight for Africa. What? When you see them love on each other, their fight will come as a shock to you, a shock you will need to heal from. They are not trying to hide it. And that's the interesting part. They are not even about to pretend. Anyways, one afternoon, while I was in the market, I saw Aina's husband and I went to say hello to him. I was like, neighbor, neighbor, long time no see. This man turned around and said, do I know you? Oh, I shock oh. I went my way, but refused to mind my business. The next day, as I was coming out of my compound, I saw Mr. Donald again. I sure greeted him. Ujunwa, how are you? Longest time. He replied in his usual jovial nature. I became confused though. Sir, I hope you were able to buy everything you wanted to buy in the market yesterday. The market? No. I just returned from my trip yesterday. Oh, sorry. I thought I saw you in the market yesterday. Besides, I never go to the market. My wife does all the shopping. Welcome back, sir. Thank God for safe journey. Thank you so much, Ujunwa, he replied, and drove into his compound. Man, I was confused. One minute I was greeting this man, and he was so rude. Next minute, he was actually normal. I've been a dull personality. Since when that one starts? Anyways, trust your girl. Investigation don't start be that too. Nosy neighbor or not. 3 nights after that weird encounter, at about 3 a.m., I woke up to another round of basbos. Their fighting season was officially announced. For the next 1 to 2 weeks, I no go hear word. To be honest, I was getting tired of it. But waiting man go do now. I got up and went to my sitting room to continue to sleep. Something was strange about this their recent wahala. I bumped into them everywhere. At the gate, at the restaurant, just anywhere. And this is not me investigating anything, oh, it was purely coincidence. About 4 days after their fight started, I went to buy fruits at the fruit stand 2 streets away from ours. I saw Mr. Donald there and greeted him as usual, but I was met with the usual do I know you response. This time, his eyes carried a darkness I couldn't quite describe. I gingerly turned and walked away. Oh. When I went home, they were fighting again. It didn't seem likely that he would be back and already in another fight when I left him still standing at the fruit stand. You know what? I am not doing this anymore, Mr. Donald announced at the top of his voice. Eh, pack your bags and run. After all, that's all you're good at. Keep running, oh, keep running till you reach your doom. Rubbish. The only thing doomed is this marriage, he replied and banged the door. I quickly ran and stood by my gate, pretending to receive fresh air. Few minutes had gone by when he came out of his compound. Good evening, sir. Looks like you are traveling. Ah, Ujunwa, how are you? You didn't go to work today? No, sir. I'm on leave. Oh, I see. Enjoy your leave. Oh, I'm traveling. Please keep an eye on my wife for me. No problem, sir. We'll take care of each other, I replied, smiling like one mumu. Have a safe trip. Thank you, Uju, he replied and turned to leave. For some strange reason, I noticed a very small dark spot behind his ear. Dual personality just crossed my mind, and my sheepish smile was replaced with a frown. I turned around and went into my house, genuinely confused. A couple days had gone by, and I went for my early morning walk. As I returned home, I saw Mrs. Donald was by her gate battling with her car. Hey, baby, see as you fine like fresh bread. I greeted like I usually do. Cause the woman fine, sha. Oju, my correct neighbor, how you doing now? Long time. I dear, oh my dear. What is wrong with your car? I have done everything I know. Your mechanic uncle. He's not in town. It's Donald that handles these things for me. Call him now. I'm not calling anybody, she mumbled. You sure are stubborn, no. Give me his number, let me call him. She called out his number, and I called him and told him how that his wife was stranded and all. It wasn't up to 10 minutes and the mechanic showed up. He finished the car and left. I cuckoo turned to leave, but madam won't let me. Uju, come back, come back, come back, come back, she requested. I beg, help me delete that number. Ew, what do you take me for? I said, visibly irritated, already clicking my phone. What do you mean? Is my donut not attractive? Oh, now he's your donut. I beg you, she replied. Anyways, I don't date married men. Now, correct babe you be now. I showed her my phone screen and clicked delete. Baby girl for life. After you, now you. She hailed, making sure I wasn't upset. I beg, make I go bath, I replied, laughing and turned to go into my house. Take care, dear, she replied and got into her car. What she didn't realize is that I saved the number elsewhere. I still don't date married men. Just thought you should know. My gate man loves politics. He knows about the latest updates in politics than most people I know. So when I hear of any new developments, I bring it up with him and be sure that that gist will not end in 1 hour. On this day, we were outside gisting as we do once in a while, when suddenly an Uber dropped Mr. Donald. Ah, madam, Oga Donald don't come back. Idem said to me. Idem, I no blind. Sorry, madam. Welcome, sir. How was your journey? I asked, but was met with a stern and unwelcoming glare. His eyes were strange. It carried a darkness I couldn't quite describe. My heart literally skipped with fear. He turned to the gate and began to knock. Mr. Donald never knocks on his gate. He takes his key out, opens the gate, and walks in. He knocked until the gate man opened the gate. He walked past the gate man who was excited to see him without saying a word or even sparing him a glance. We all looked confused. The darkness around him gave me a chill. I quickly went into my house. The next morning, as I returned from my morning walk, I saw the domestic staff leaving. The ladies were crying, the men looked very dejected. I quickly called Abigail to follow me into my house. She's one of Eyinna's staff that is so polite and humble. When we got into my sitting room, I asked her to sit. Can I get you water or something to drink? Water is fine, ma, she replied, ever so politely. I got her water and returned. After a few sips, she calmed down. What happened? Madame asked us to leave and never return. Did you guys do something wrong? No, ma. It's that man that came yesterday. You mean Oga Donald? Ah, she said, adjusting her sitting. That man is not Oga Donald. What do you mean? I asked, shifting to the edge of my seat. Mama, that man is not Oga Donald. It's like he hypnotized our madam. He acts like a ghost. Since he came yesterday, he has not left the room. Madam has been acting as if they are remote controlling her. Once she enters the room and comes out, she starts acting strange. Eh? What do you mean by strange? I asked. Okay, auntie. First, Oga traveled with one bag and normally he would return with like two bags and one will be filled with gifts for madam. This one did not come back with even one bag. Okay, I'm the oldest staff in that house, and Oga will never allow Madam to stay without a domestic staff because he always says he doesn't want her stressing herself. This one asked her to tell us to leave with no explanation. How about Abigail? How do you know it's him that asked her to tell you guys to leave? I asked, already drawn in. She said her husband is giving us 5 minutes to leave the house. Earlier, I had her calling her lawyer to come, that her husband said she should transfer all her properties to him, And once she says her husband said, you will start acting like you are under a spell. Madam, this is not Oga Donald. As she narrated all of this, I began to feel the chill I felt the previous day when I saw him. This time, goosebumps joined the party. I felt like I was watching a scary movie, and me and scary movie no dey gel. I couldn't jump into conclusions though. I needed to be sure. I picked up my phone and called my gate man. I asked him to let me know when he sees Mr. Donald outside. It was very important. After the call, I turned to Abigail. Do you have where to go to? Mama, I'm stranded. My family are in the village, and I just sent all my savings home 2 days ago for my mother's treatment. Would you like to stay here with me? I asked before I could think. Yes, Mama, I can help you clean, do anything you want me to do. I'm a hard worker. It's all right. Just go to the guest room, I said, pointing to the room. Ah, thank you, Mama. Thank you so much. God bless you. She knelt down, so excited, as I quickly lifted her up. Next morning, Eden called me to say that Mr. Donald was standing outside his gate. I rushed to the gate, and there he was. I called Eden and sent him on an errand while I took a peek at the back of his ears. There was no dark spot. This was clearly not Mr. Donald. Something was wrong. I went inside, picked up my phone, and called Mr. Donald. The phone rang for a while before he picked up. Hello, who is this? Good morning, sir. This is Ujunwa. Oh, Ujunwa, how are you? I'm fine, thank you, sir. This one you're calling me. Hope all is well. Not really, sir. Okay, how can I help? Now, wow, I thought to myself. Please, sir, I wanted to plead with you on behalf of your domestic staff. My domestic staff? What happened to them? Is my wife okay? Sir, you would know. You are home with her. What? I'm not back yet. I said it. I thought to myself again. Sir, then there might be a problem. What's going on, Ujunwa? Sir, I am not really sure, but please promise you will not overreact. Uju, can you go straight to the point? He said, clearly losing his patience. Please, sir, when you come home, don't go to your house. Please come to my house first. Abigail is here. She will explain everything. Don't get me upset. Sir, there is a man in your house that looks exactly like you. The line went dead. I called back, but he wasn't picking. I became really anxious. I didn't want him to walk into what he wasn't prepared for. So I quickly called my big sis. That one is the prayer machine of my family. I told her what was going on and my fears. She said she would call back in 30 minutes. 30 minutes went by really slowly, but she didn't call. I tried calling back, it didn't go through. I was even more anxious now and held onto my phone closely. I had told Edem to let me know when Mr. Donald came back. Although he was confused, he said, okay, ma. After an hour, my phone began to ring. I picked it up and it was my sister. You've done your part, she said. When he comes, do not interfere. He does not need to come into your house. But what about Eyinna? I asked. She'll be fine. Okay, thank you, Adanni. You're welcome. I'll call you later, she said and cut the call. I became a little calm, but uncertainty won't kill me. Another hour went by and my phone rang again. This time it was Eden. I knew what it meant. I jumped up and dashed out without an invitation. Abigail joined me. We got outside and saw Mr. Donald trying to open the gate, but he couldn't. His hand was shaky. He was so furious. Welcome back, sir, I greeted, taking the key from his hand and opening the gate. Welcome back, Oga, Abigail greeted. He said nothing to us and dashed into the compound. We got into the sitting room, and there they were. The imposter was sitting on the couch watching TV while Eyinna was on the floor beside him. Who the hell are you? And why are you in my home? The man stood up without saying a word. Eyinna remained on the floor. As she looked up at Mr. Donald, who are you? Please don't disturb my lord. Your what? Her husband barked. My lord doesn't want to be disturbed. Mr. Donald got even more furious. He grabbed the imposter and began to punch him. He punched him so hard that he screamed. We all screamed because we could suddenly see clearly. He was definitely not Mr. Donald. He didn't look anything like him. He was as young as Mr. Donald, quite all right, but ugly. As ugly as his deceitful heart was. We turned and saw that Eyinna had slumped on the floor. Agu! Agu, you! You did this? You are finished. I will bury you. Mr. Donald swore, because clearly he recognized the impostor. Abigail was already by Eyinna's side, crying and shaking her. Madam, wake up, I beg, wake up. Donald left Ago the imposter sitting on the floor with his head bowed and went to his wife's side. He took his wife's head in his hand. I am sorry I failed you, my queen. I wasn't here to protect you. He held her close to his heart and wept deeply. Suddenly, he lifted up his head and his eyes lit up like he was another man. He looked at his wife's face and called her. Eyinna, I am your husband. I am your priest. Yes, I didn't take my place on time, but I am here now and I call you back. I call back your spirit. I call back your soul. I call back your consciousness. Eyinna, come back in the name of Jesus. The imposter at the corner of the sitting room let out a loud, long, painful scream and went back to being mute again. Mr. Donald's phone began to ring. He looked at the screen and asked Abigail to go open the gate. A few minutes had passed and Abigail came in with uniformed men. DPO, you are welcome. That's him, he said, pointing at Agu. Is Madame okay? The DPO asked. She will be fine, sir. Please take him with you. You can come to the station later for your statement. Are you sure we shouldn't take her to the hospital? The DPO offered. I will be in your office soon, he dismissed. Why wouldn't he let them take her to the hospital? I wondered as I continued to observe. When the cops left, he carried her and placed her on the couch and began to walk around the house praying. He went into all the rooms, the kitchen, the compound, everywhere praying. When he returned, he touched his wife's forehead. As the priest stand covering over this home, Eyinna come back in the name of Jesus, he yelled. Eyinna opened her eyes. Abigail and I began to scream for joy. Donald helped her sit up. She looked around, visibly confused. Babe, you're back? When did you get back? Are you okay? Do you feel lightheaded? He asked, slightly shifting her hair. No, she replied, with a confused frown on her forehead. Are you okay, babe? What's going on? She looked at Abigail and I, looked around the house, still confused. Where is everyone? What's happening? We'll talk about that later, Donald replied, going on his knees. Babe, get up. What's happening? She said. Look, I'm really sorry about that fight. It was all my fault. No, baby. I didn't listen to you. I didn't protect you. I didn't cover you. I have not been the husband I promised I was going to be the day I married you. And I am so sorry, Donald said amidst the tears flowing freely down his cheeks. Baby, she replied, lifting her head up while trying to wipe the tears already making its way out of her eyes. If you give me another chance, I will love you. I will listen to you. I'll be the husband that deserves you. And I'll always protect you on my knees. I promise. They both embraced each other and cried passionately in each other's arms. It was clear. Healing had come to this home and to their hearts. It was time for us to excuse them. As I turned to tell Abigail that we should excuse them, I saw that, like me, she also had tears running down her cheeks. We both smiled and gave the lovebirds their space.